Okay, we're just about ready. I'm gonna turn on the desktop audio. And I just need to do a quick couple of things. How are you all doing while I get all this stuff done? Just had a little bit of a I am having not. It is oh yeah. I will hydrate as soon as I get this all set up. While I wait, I will go get the water. I will be right back. Okay. Hopefully that should be good. Hey, Buster, I am almost ready. That is Game Buster. I can hear your game, but not your voice. Just letting you know. Alright, so let's see. Make sure I have the alert box up. That's because we are not quite there yet, but I will change it. Where is it? Stream general. Nah. Uh, yeah, the alert boxes are set up. I did not see anything regarding the mini feed while I was out. Yes, I can hear you. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Uh, no, that's okay. I'm gonna be starting up in just a second. Hopefully, other people will be able to show up, but for the right now, I think we can start. Oh, you subbed and nothing popped up. So I will basically be switching between like one person and another. Just like the chat and then here in the call, just so you know. Um, I have the Twitch right here. Excitable. Yeah, that is me. Oh yeah, and I have to oh, it's not working? It says it's working. It says I'm offline. Oh, wait. No, that it should be the Fanfickle Entertainment link. Oh, that's weird. Like, yeah, it should link to check back. Yeah, I'm Fanfickle Entertainment. Yeah. Everything is working? Yeah, there we go. And I had to... Yeah. Gotta reload my Excitebots controller. Hopefully that should work. Okay, everything's working. Hello, everybody. Yeah, we got 6 people. That's impressive for Excitebot Strict Racing. Yeah, so let's see. Everything's working all right. Yeah, I just had to make sure. Where are we? Oh, that. Long story short, that was just like a Deltarune joke I was trying to make with Excitebots. But anyway, let's do some WFC. Okay. Do you want to do like some practice matches? Yeah. So Yo Vince, you should change the top of the stream. Oh, yes. Okay, now I see what you're saying. It says Jackbox Party Pack 4. We're changing that to Excitebots. There we go. Sometimes there's just like titles all over the place. All right. With that said, let's. Actually, I want to change my bot real quick. I'm feeling mouse. I want to practice as mouse. Man, imagine if there was a random option. If you're in VC, we can't. Oh, right. Yeah, I turned off the desktop audio because he accidentally had the wrong mics in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Alright.
So they weren't able to hear you at first just because we were having like mic issues.
I was blasting
you were blasting Excitebots.
That was my fault.
I think we'll just go random. Just yeah, we're just gonna have a little. We're just gonna go casual for racing.
Oh. And they get Pistol Cart Nebula.
Oh man, spoilers. Yeah, since I'm going up against Buster, there are chances that I could possibly beat him if I, you know, like, focus on racing instead of just goofing off. There's a chance.
No, I'm not that good. Not like Top Star or Cody.
Oh, I mean, like, but you can definitely outspeed me in something like Crystal Nebula.
I mean, I do still have the world record for, you know, fastest time. Stole that one right from top. But I think I'm gonna go for stars this time. I don't really practice too much. And I've never really used the Hornet.
Yeah, I feel like I would low-key like the mouse if I actually played it more often. Feels like it, like,
Oh,
I think I underrate it. Like, its airspin game is really good. And it's a fairly light bot too, so it just, like, kind of hovers for a bit.
I just have a feeling my OBS settings are gonna be all messed up
Ah.
for my speed running now because my audio devices were flipped.
Well, I just cannot keep my I cannot keep my bot straight for the life of me.
Man, if only I was on Lobster right now.
Ah! Okay, I'm doing terrible. Wow, I'm just crashing every 2 seconds. This isn't Dark Void 2010. You lied to us. I gotta get my butt moving.
Oh, I crashed in the nebula, or the crystal trees. That's unfortunate, I missed a lot of stars.
Let's see if I can go for it.
I don't think I'll be able to base 400.
Nah, I'm not gonna go for that. I think Mouse is probably one of the better ones for tree runs. At least for the sake of its lighter body. Ah, man. Just run, just run, just run.
Man, you should feel how like the flea plays. It's like super light, and it's actually annoying of how far your jumps are.
Oh,
Like
okay.
the red bar on this map, you go all the way to the finish line in the air. You don't land. It's crazy.
Alright.
I think I have a video up for that, but yeah.
Man, the modding scene would love Excite bots.
I just wish I could do more with the game, but the only thing I'm really able to do is manual memory editing in Dolphin. And I can't do like any core modding or whatever because I don't have access to the source code. And I don't know anything about C. And this game is huge, like in terms of the amount of lines I'd have to go through.
Oh, yeah.
If there was going to be a mod, it would probably be like replacing the existing tracks with something else or replacing an existing bot. I know that all the game files are like hashed or whatever or signed, so if you change anything in them, you'd have to re-sign it or something.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that there's not really much you can do to, like, Ooh, that was not too bad, actually. I survived.
I did terrible.
Oh, I did terrible, too. I can't drive. Ah, jeez, I overheated.
Oh shoot, I didn't know you were still behind the red bar. That's my bad.
I can't even aim. Okay, maybe the mouse is a lot worse than I thought. He just goes all over the place.
I didn't mean to time you out. Sorry.
Oh, that's cool. Jeez. It just crashes when it times after I timed out. Oh, jeez.
I really wish we could get one more person in here.
Yeah, that would be nice. Wave, I know you're in there. I know you're in the chat.
Let me roll another d20. Hold on. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, the mant. Ugh. It's a terrible
Oof.
bot.
Wave. Random again.
Random. Let's just hope it's not Crystal Cup Nebula again.
No way. Are you kidding me?
I swear I picked random, right? I didn't.
Yeah, I picked random too. So yeah, we're just pretty much going for funsies. People in the for people in the chat, actually, Buster, introduce yourself to the chat.
Well, not really much to say. I'm just a programmer and a janitor, and I like making mods for like Minecraft and on a new game called Wilder Myth.
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing Excitebots since I was 10. So
I thought your name was I'm 9.
it was I'm 10 or I'm 9 or something a long time ago. So way back before Game Buster existed.
Oh yeah. It's funny because like I could have sworn you were back in the old days of Excitebots. I could have sworn I remembered the name in Game Buster, but I guess not.
No, Game Buster won't fit in the. Thank you. It won't fit in the like the name.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm only known as Buster on this.
Maybe I probably remember you from like the old forum days.
Nope, I never joined any of the forums.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh, okay.
I always tried to figure out who Topstar was, but I never could. I remember searching him up online, but I think that was like right when YouTube was starting to become a thing.
Oh, okay.
And how did I survive that? Wow, okay. Yeah, I don't think I really knew about YouTube too much until like 2010-ish, 2011. That's when I stopped playing. I came back a little bit around 2012, I think.
Okay.
Or right before the Wi-Fi channel shut down.
Yeah, oh. Yeah, rest in peace, Wi-Fi. Yeah, it was actually like really nice, like getting back with like the old like Excitebots gang, actually like talking to some of them, just like as of recent.
And oh yeah, I saw Joom's website, I think, and that's how I think I saw the speedrunning link, and that's how I found Topstar, and I missed all those butterflies right there, man.
Oh yeah, me too. So I guess we can also talk about like how we first started with how we first encountered Excitebots. You can start if you want, but if not, I can say mine.
I don't really remember. I think it might have been like no, it was April when it came out, right? So...
Yeah, it was April 2009.
Jeez, I'm trying to think. That would have been... I don't really want to say too much about my personal life, so... yeah, I don't really know. Honestly, I was young.
Yeah.
2009 was not exactly a great year for me, so...
Okay.
I don't really know when I got it, but I have the oldest account that's still known, so I must have gotten it right as soon as it came out. I think you're gonna beat me this time.
Nah, I crashed.
Oh, I crashed too. Oh my god, I crashed again.
You know what? I'm gonna take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Spider, go! Oh,
Yeah,
so...
all I know is that I came with the Wii wheel.
Oh.
I got the Wii wheel bundle, but I lost the box, unfortunately. Oh, you actually did beat me. Nice.
Oh, wow. So my story with Excitebots dates back to the Nintendo, like when Nintendo Power like eventually covered it. I remember just like viewing it on just on Nintendo Power. Like they had like an entire like 4-page preview of it, like just like talking about what was going on, and initially I thought nothing of it. I thought it was just like, you know, a generic racing game. Wasn't Mario Kart. I was kind of one of those guys.
Yeah.
And really the reason why I bought Excitebots was because my mom found like a coupon on like Target, you know, for like get this many games and you just get like a $10 off. And I remember I was having a hard time finding like genuine Nintendo games to actually buy. And then I had to like look back in old Nintendo Power magazines and I was like, oh hey, Excitebot's got an 8.0. And you know what? I'll try this one. Yeah, I'll try Excitebots. But I really didn't get into Excitebots until either junior or senior year of college, senior year of high school. And it was just, I just wanted to make like custom Lego minifigures, and I felt like there was just like untapped potential from Excitebots. So
Yeah.
that was actually like a big chunk of what I did on YouTube, aside from stop motions. I was just making Lego Excitebots and like just foraging whatever I could out of my Lego collection at the time. And Grasshopper is still my favorite one. I actually still have it hanging around. Yeah, as a matter of fact, it's you know what? I should probably do that after I'm done racing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Platinum Fiji. I think this is like a fan favorite for anyone who's played Excitebots enough.
I love those rocks that are right past the song rail. You can get a bunch of jump combos on them.
Oh yeah, if you like skip the wrench.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of jump potential here, and I think what my friend Wave likes the most is, which is the same thing I like the most about it, is just that beginning with all those yellow bars at the beginning.
Yeah, speaking of which, this game needed a custom editor, or level editor.
Oh yeah.
If it had that, I think this game would have actually, like, been sold way more, you know, even if Nintendo didn't, you know, do it justice.
The fact that it just had Wi-Fi, aside from, like, you know, instead, you know, because Excite Truck didn't.
It didn't?
Yeah, Excite Truck did not have Wi-Fi. I think that's why people remember this game more nowadays.
That actually surprises me. I always thought it did have Wi-Fi, but I never played it, so...
Yeah, I made sure, like, I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
Oh, you got me! You almost made me crash. Luckily there was a yellow wall there. Sorry. Just gonna pass you maybe right about here, you know. Take the shortcut. Oh, you took the shortcut too.
when I heard you say like you were trying to pass me, it's like, oh, I know
Yeah, I
what
have,
he's
like,
doing.
the third worst bot right now. I have the beetle.
Really, the Beatles like low tier.
Yeah. Oh, in the Japanese version, you start out with the beetle instead of the frog.
Yeah, I think the Beetle was the poster bot.
Yeah, I think for like each release, for each like what is it called? Like region, they were gonna have a different bot on the front.
Mm-hmm. But I don't think PAL got there any release.
Nope.
They probably would have gotten the Grasshopper or something.
Yeah. I just think if this game had a level editor, there would just be so much more potential.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm about to lose my bet.
I think
My bet.
I think the only like downside to the only reason why they didn't is probably for the same reason why they cut the flea. They just didn't have that kind of time or like space.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure how much space they have left on the disc. Never bothered checking. Or oh, you wanna do frog? I'll do boulder.
Yeah.
I'm not being too loud, am I?
Just give me a second. I'll just type that in.
This one's a personal favorite of mine.
Oh, was that?
Platinum Guatemala.
Oh yeah, is that
Yeah,
Guatemala's
it's
the
one of
one with the moais, right?
that rains.
Right.
I also found a little, not really a skip, but like a shortcut.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, if you're still looking at the stream, this is my Grasshopper Excite bot.
Oh, I see it.
There we go.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I've made this such a long time ago. Oh man, is it frozen? Oh jeez, I think it's frozen.
What's frozen? Your game?
Yeah, I think my game froze.
Yeah, I'm in the race right now and you haven't moved.
Yeah.
I can back out. Oh, I can't back out. What? I can't quit.
Huh, okay. That is weird.
That's so weird. There's usually a quit option, right?
Oh wait, here I am. Okay. Race is normal.
Okay, I've got 1 star and I'm like at the soccer ball thing, so
Yeah, okay. You can keep going now.
yeah. That was
I'm
so weird. I still can't quit.
Yeah, I can't either. Ah!
Gotcha.
You knew exactly what I was gonna use the tambourine.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I never knew that the hammer actually knocked that out of like people's grasp too.
Yeah, hammer's like probably one of the best items when used correctly.
Yeah.
But I'm really surprised like the beetle is one of the worst bots.
It's better than frog, definitely, but
really better than frog. Like I felt like frog was a really solid bot.
it's to me it's too slippery. It doesn't have enough grip.
For me it's just like just right.
I feel like the best bots are probably bat. I don't know why I just hit that tree. Bat, lobster, roach.
Yeah.
Ladybug's okay, but it's kind of slow.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's one of the slowest bots in the game, but it has very high control. You know, high handling.
Choco's like, all these fancy robots and a truck.
Oh yeah. I really should have put the flea in the game and just made the weightlessness of it toned down like 100%.
Yeah.
It's a bit ridiculous how far it flies. Man, I don't even have 100 stars. Let's see, what else is there? What else can we talk about?
Oh no, the sandwich. I missed the sandwich.
Oh, you missed the sandwich bar?
You know, I think if I think if anybody like showed PewDiePie like Excitebots, it would probably be popular, especially since it's got a tambourine. And then there was like a phase where he was just having tambourines everywhere.
Yeah, I don't think he would he'd play it now. He doesn't play really play video games anymore, you know, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
I kind of don't like his content anymore. 'Cause he just reuses stuff from like Reddit, and it's just kind of like not original.
Yeah.
I like more of his gameplay stuff. Like
Yeah.
if I wanted to see Reddit, I would just go on Reddit.
Mm-hmm. And Reddit is Reddit. Who wants to go to Reddit?
I mean, yeah, I don't really use social media. I think the only thing I really have is a Discord. I have a Twitch channel, but I don't ever really use it. And I have a Twitter, but I also don't use that.
Yeah, don't use Twitter. Learn from my
Twitter
mistakes.
is,
Don't use it.
Very not good. Let's just say that. Don't know what I can say on your
Everybody
stream,
is
but let's just say it's very
angry.
not good.
Everybody's
Yeah.
just angry. Your life will be significantly better without Twitter.
Yeah. Alright, you've already beat me, I think.
Yeah, you're able to see my score and all that.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll continue streaming. Are you able to, like, keep score if we do a tournament? Just, I guess it's more of a duel than a tournament.
I was just kind of racing for fun, but
I guess we can just race for fun. Yeah.
I think I've only won once. I don't know how many races we've done.
I think it's about
I think it was 3.
four. We did Nebula twice.
Oh yeah.
So if you want, we can just like unofficially just do a tournament.
We can just keep score.
You able to keep score then? You said.
Yeah, it's 1-3 right now.
Okay.
I'll throw it into, I guess, Excite events.
Sure.
Alright, random.
Yeah.
So how long are you gonna be streaming for?
Probably just a couple of hours. And if you want, I might be able to play like a different game entirely. Like, if I'm feeling done with Excitebots for the day.
Yeah. I actually recommend Wilder Myth. It's a RPG game. Well, sort of an RPG game.
Okay. Is it on Steam
it's
or
really
is
hard
it...
to explain. Yeah, it is on Steam.
Yeah, I might actually look that up right now. Yeah, for the most part, I'm done with RPGs on stream. Just because just because I did Pokemon Coliseum and then XD Gale of Darkness. I mean,
that's my favorite. That's one of my favorite games is Gale of Darkness.
Yeah, it's my buddy Wambu's. It's one of my buddy Wambu's favorites too.
I really wish I was able to play Coliseum, but I don't own that copy.
Yeah.
I just landed on that. Wow. This is my worst map, by the way.
Oh, you don't like the Finland one with the tanker?
Nope, Silver Finland is the worst track I'm worst at.
Okay.
Very frequently don't even get like 150.
My least favorite is Platinum China. It's easily the hardest map.
I don't know, man. I think Silver Finland's pretty hard.
I don't know. This one's pretty chill to me.
It's the ice that gets me every single time, and if I miss the gold or red bar, then you go flying to the left.
Yeah, the physics can get pretty wonky here. Yeah, I can understand that. But
So, like, I'm ending this lap, and I've got 70 stars.
oh man, you're beating me.
Really? Yeah, I've only got 76, so... Oh, there's, like a hidden gold bar on, I think it's Platinum Tasmania?
Ah.
That doesn't show up unless you go in on some rocks.
Hmm.
It's invisible, and then it'll appear if you go on some rocks. Maybe I can show you if we get that one.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try and like follow you in the game or something.
Alrighty. About to finish this with a very terrible, maybe 175. Not even. Yeah, I'm not even gonna base 150. Oh, I did base exactly 150.
Alright, I'm coming in. There we go. Now, is that with the first place?
Base 150 with first place. I'm getting 200 something.
Okay. I based 156. So yeah, if I was like a little better.
Yeah. I believe it's Platinum Tasmania. Pick that one next if you want.
Alright, yeah, I'll try to remember to pick that one too. Yeah, and I'll follow you, yeah.
You don't have to count this one if you don't want to.
Yeah, sure.
You're gonna have to be behind me, so 2 to 3. Flat Taz.
Platinum Tasmania. There we go. Yeah, I'd love
believe it's
to.
this one.
I'd love to teach more people how to play Excitebots. Yeah, the only problem is it's just like, man, like WeMMFI just doesn't like Excitebots, I guess. Remember that, like, remember how they like figured out how to let you play online Mario Kart without the NAND?
Oh yeah.
And like Excitebots is just is on like games that will never that will probably never have that feature. Excitebots Trick Racing.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. We'd get a lot more people.
Yeah, it would be a lot easier just to, oh right, I have to be behind you. It's not over there, is it?
It's not until like later. Oops, I crashed.
Oh, now you gotta make me.
There you go.
Just make the brakes on the bat.
I'm just trying to remember where it is. Okay, yeah, it's a little bit past here.
A little bit past here, okay.
I think it's past the soccer ball.
Past the soccer ball.
Like right past it.
Alright.
So if I recall, yeah, okay. See this rock right here?
This rock, okay.
Just keep going. And boom, there's a gold bar right here.
Oh, hey! How about that? Now, if only I could reach it. I'll try to get the next time.
Yeah.
Wow, never knew about that. Like, who would think of to do that?
I don't know, Top Star showed me. Or was it Flash? I think Flash showed me. So I've yet to actually put it into a speed run. Because I haven't really tried Plat Taz because it's so big. And there's multiple routes, and I don't feel like
oh yeah,
routing
the route. Oh, you know what? Platinum Tasmania is probably up there on my faves.
Oh yeah, plus you also have to like do this trick right here where you like go over this wall.
Mm-hmm.
There's another trick right past the finish line where you have to go out of bounds. Well, not quite out of bounds, but it feels like it's out of bounds.
Oh, there's
like
like another gold bar or something, or what?
No, it's like you go out of bounds and you skip a bunch of stuff, and I just failed the trick. But you have to go on this rock, and like you go. Oh, somehow I made it. Anyway, you just keep going and you skip a bunch of stuff, like that.
Oh, okay.
But I did it wrong.
Oh, what? I keep on forgetting how, like...
Oh, you can take legs up that. That's huge. I think I might have just discovered a speedrun strat. Topstar might get mad. I just got legs twice in a row though, so maybe not. Oh, I missed the sandwich.
Oh god, I'm stuck! Where am I? Oh god!
But yeah, Wildermyth isn't like a super big RPG or anything like that. It's just like a little fun game. So I wouldn't say expect too much out of it, but like it's a fun game, especially for what I think it's $20.
Ooh, I got a motor. Choco says, "Nice crash." Sounds like sarcasm, makes me laugh every time.
Yeah.
I think the reason why it's not sarcastic is that they actually do give you points for it.
I don't know if you want to count that one or not.
Yeah, I'm not counting that one.
Okay. Do you want a particular map?
We can always go gold.
Eraser's online. It's Eraser! Eraser's on here!
Oh, hey! Is he actually in the server?
No. I've never been able to get him on. I've always been trying to figure out who he is. I think he's supposed to stand for Excitebots Eraser.
Red Shifter says, "It's the only thing that actually makes you waggle," so it's sarcasm.
So, any particular map?
I'm feeling Gold Fiji.
Gold Fiji.
That's easily top 3 material for me. Like, really, all the Fiji stages are really good.
And then Eraser's actually pretty decent. He's a decent racer.
Do you want to count him in?
I'll just count whoever of the two of us is higher up on the list.
Okay.
This
So
game
who has
seems
2?
Really
who has
cool
3?
With the track being a mere suggestion. Huh. Oh, I have 2. You have 3. I'm on the left. You're on the right.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this one's like super easy to skip a whole bunch on. Maybe I'll go for speed this time. But I know Eraser doesn't like that. He usually leaves if I speed too much.
I know I was teaching my friend Fafi, who just recently joined this server.
Yeah.
About how to actually play Excitebots well enough to get the Wi-Fi. She was having the hardest time with School Cup Fiji.
Oh yeah. Like I said, that's like, they should have put that map, make it a little bigger and put it on Platinum. Because there's just so much ice.
School Cup Fiji.
Oh, School Fiji. Never mind. Yeah, that one's not hard.
Yeah, she was just having a hard time with like the gold bars, that timing with it.
Oh yeah. I got messed up.
They probably would have taught you better with Platinum Cup Fijis, like yellow bars, just like having a whole bunch of them. You'll learn eventually. You know,
Yeah.
put in that philosophy.
And then eventually you get good where you can do a quick bar release.
Oh yeah, I've actually done that like once or twice.
I can do it pretty consistently. It's pretty much required for some speed runs. Unless you skip the gold bar entirely, which you do most of the time. Because usually gold bars are slower
Yeah,
than
yeah.
just going past them. Dang, wow, I didn't get any good power-ups this game. Oh man, I got that shortcut now. Yes. Eraser knows what's up.
Oh, he's catching on.
I think so. Yeah, he's like behind me, not very far. He might be able to finish.
Oh, that means I might not be able to finish. That means I gotta
That's
stop.
because I
moving
know
up.
a shortcut where you crash and you get further ahead. I don't think he knows that. So I just gained a bunch of time. There we go, I'm about to pass. There we go.
Alright, no dilly-dallying for me. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it.
Yeah, if you were to crash right before the gold bar after those tree runs, and then, sorry, right before the gold bar, I think you might have been able to make it.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Eraser barely made it.
Oh, jeez. I'm glad I'm not betting.
Yeah. Dang, it makes me want to go on a map that I'm actually good at getting stars on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what map that would be though. Change bot. Approach. $380 though, that's not bad. That's what he got, right? And that's what, 3-3?
I'm just checking if Eraser happens to be,
I don't think he's in your,
Well, I'm just like, it's just like this guy named Red Shifter. It's like, maybe this guy is Eraser.
No, he's been on, off and on consistently for like the past year. I kinda wanna do Bronze Cup Kilo, but no. Oh, let's do Egypt, why not?
Yeah, a lot of the Platinum Cups, aside from China, are definitely top 10
Canada.
top
Right,
10
this
or
is the one
5
with
contenders.
the messed up drifting area.
Ah, okay. Red Shifter is not Eraser. Oh well, it was worth a guess.
Yeah, I'll have to look at the bot's logs, or actually I can just do who is and see when he first... No, I can't. I have to search manually.
Oh.
To figure out when he first logged in.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to open up the SQL database and I have to put in the password, which I'm not gonna do while I'm racing.
Right.
Alright, let's see if I can get this up here and get some stars. Oh, I crashed.
You know what? I probably after this particular race, I might just plug the game community
Into the stream.
Yeah. I'd love to see like the fans see what they think about the Excite bots. I imagine a lot of people would have like a native Wii so that like they can homebrew. And
Yeah,
if
you
it's
still
not,
need a NAND in order to play online, though.
yeah, don't you? Isn't that acquired by homebrewing? Or is there an even simpler
Yeah,
way?
you have to homebrew your Wii, and then you have to dump the NAND,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's how you can do it on an emulator, or you can just play natively on the Wii, which I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm playing on original hardware.
The only problem with that is that I think you need the disc for Excitebots.
It's a play online, I believe, so yes. I have the disc too. Like I said, I got it when I was really young.
Yeah, I think the problem is just like I think there was only like less than half a million copies sold of this game, so not gonna be.
13,000 total.
Oh, was that?
It was that low, yes, 13,000.
Yeah, 13,000.
It was low.
Like it was a very niche game.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm getting all the tree runs. Yes. I didn't mess it up. Oh, and the bot smash too. Nice. Oh, I got another bot smash.
Alright.
I think Eraser's been practicing. Because I beat him by getting a 480 on the Crystal Nebula, and then he quit. That's funny. I think he got like 350 something. Because I noticed he's been going for stars a lot more. I wonder if he watches Top Stars videos.
Speaking of, yeah, it's like, real sad that like Top Star couldn't make it.
Yeah. Makes me wonder if like Top Star knows Eraser, because they're never on at the same time. Ever. Like, I'm serious. They've never been on at the same time. I'm kind of wondering if it's like,
If he's just
if he like has like a wife or something that plays just occasionally.
I actually made it possible so that my girlfriend and I can play Excitebots at the same time now. Cause I play Dolphin. I play Excitebots nowadays on Dolphin just because it's convenient. Yeah. And
the graphics are way better.
Well, yeah, I guess sharper would be like. I mean, they look more or less the same.
You don't have the fancy graphic settings on?
I guess not.
Yes, my
Skill level increased. What is that? Oh, did no. Hang on. Guess not. Oh, Choco Whips has subscribed. Hey everybody, it's me, Wham Ghost. Your wonderful host from coast to coast, not to boast. Sorry, I had to do a little
put
bit.
in the password incorrect like 4 times.
I have to do this bit. And on my show, So Good It's Sad, otherwise known as So Gas, we're gonna talk about Excitebots Trick Racing, a game that is so good that it's sad no one ever heard of it. Let's dive in, shall we?
Audits.
Long story short, I once did a little bit where I was impersonating a friend of mine, and I used Excitebots as part of the joke. It was basically for a review we did together, called for a game called Dark Void, and basically Excitebots was a bait and switch just to get his attention.
Looks like it was July 22nd. Oh, Discovery Audit Eraser.
Oh.
July 22nd, 2021. Huh, that was longer.
Okay.
At 8:14.
So did that one count for the Excitebolt?
Oh, yeah. That's what, 4-3 or something for me. Oh, I put in bot spam on accident.
Ooh, there's good tree run potential when in the beginning right there.
Oh, I went the wrong way. That's unfortunate. I was trying to get those drift stars.
Oof, that's a tree. That was a
Overheated.
tree with a green trunk. Very deceptive. It's really funny, like, when you look at the game again, like, outside of a CRTV, like, you can really notice, like, all the really, like, basic stuff they did for the graphics. Because, like...
What do you mean?
Like, especially with the trees and the plants, you know, you can just, like, you can tell they were just, like, flat, you know, flat pieces instead of, like, genuine polygons.
Oh yeah, that was for most games. What, before really 2010, if it was racing games at least.
Hmm. Yeah, they were just like cleverly made flat surfaces.
I mean, heck, even Minecraft does that. Oh, that was amazing.
I think Skyward Sword is the last game I know that does that. I remember like some guy just like complaining about the the graphics of a tree in Skyward Sword. It's probably
I know they did that with Pokemon.
Yeah, they did that with Pokemon too.
Pokemon, the newest one, I think.
Yeah, remember when people complained about graphics in Pokemon? Man, it's been like...
one for you, right? So 4-4?
Yeah, 4-4. Unless you count Eraser.
I'm not.
Alright. Eraser doesn't count until he gets into the server.
Yep. Not gonna lie, I've always thought about contacting somebody from Reconnect24 and just having them send a message to his Wii and telling him to get on the server.
I'm just gonna take a second. Alright, so I'm actually gonna send a link to the Excitebot server. So it's gonna be only online for about 12 hours. Does that sound good?
That's fine.
Yeah. So that way we don't get spammed or anything.
Alright, I think most of the invite links are permanent. So.
Mm-hmm.
What cup do I want to do? What was it? Bronze Egypt? Yeah. I'll do some Bronze Egypt.
I want to go to Silver Kilimanjaro.
Silver Kilimanjaro, now that's interesting. Most people pick bronze. And there we go, we got silver.
There we go.
Wow, that takes you to Excite events.
Oh, it does.
It doesn't matter.
I mean, it'll get people into the server.
Yeah. Oh, maybe somebody will actually join. What we got? 7 people. Nice. Oh, this tree run is terrible. There's not enough trees.
I got a motor. Actually, I'd really... Yeah, now that I remember it, yeah, I really do like this one. Kilimanjaro in general, I'd say has some good stages. Pretty long ones, but, like, they're good.
Well, Bronze Kilimanjaro is, like, the speedrunning favorite, man.
Hmm.
Need red bar skits for days on that one.
I like being able to jump off of a rock and then onto this rock next to the dinosaur. That's a really fun thing I like to do.
Do you play this game standing up or sitting down?
I play it sitting down just because I have the controller.
I always play standing up.
I only play standing up if I'm just in the zone.
I can't ever play this game sitting down, man. Like, I don't know, I just can't. I've always played it standing up. Guess whenever I was little, I was too short for the TV and I always stood. And I just like, I just can't, you know?
Mm-hmm. Oof! Yeah, I definitely have to be in enough of a zone to actually like stand up and play. But nowadays, since I learned how to play this via the controller, it's just been a nice sit-down game. That I enjoy.
You use an analog controller?
I use an Xbox controller.
Okay, so like with analog sticks?
Yeah, with a stick.
Okay.
Yeah, ever since I learned how to play Excitebots with a stick.
I always thought that the sticks were always way too sensitive.
It
At
actually
least when I
like,
tried it on emulator.
it actually like works really well. As long as you can figure out a good configuration.
And like legs and stuff, how does that work?
Right and left. I was never good at legs at the first place, so it's not that big a bother to me.
Gotcha. I only got 215, which isn't bad, but like it's not great.
For the red bar, I sort of do it in a clockwise motion.
For me, the red bars was always flicking up and down at the right time.
Nah, but I like.
I think eraser left.
That's
two racers online.
All right, so I guess you won that one too. So I guess that's 5-4.
Yeah. Oh, I hit random. Oh, no, I didn't.
First time chat from viewer, Alex and P. Hello. Hello, Alex and P.
Hello, Alex. And P.
Mexico. Mexico stages. Mexico
This is
State.
the one with 3 laps, right? Still Mexico?
I think. It might be the one with the baseball and the baseball at the end and that elevator bar at the end. Hello.
Click here to claim a bonus. I got 50 things. 50 fickle points. Is that what your points on Twitch are called or whatever?
Yeah, I guess that's what they called. Wave, my buddy Wave maintains the Twitch channel. I just also have an account here.
Gotcha. No, this is the speedrunning one, okay.
Yeah, I know this one. It's the one with like the water tower.
Yeah, the water tower one. And this is the one where you can skip the red bar by going up here. And then doing this, I believe, if I don't mess it up. Yeah.
Alright. Game Buster's using those speedrun strats. I gotta catch up.
It's okay, I've only got 38 stars. I'm about to hit the finish line, so. Oh wait, no, there's that turn, right? No,
Yeah, the
this is not
turn.
on the turn.
Yeah, the elevator bar turn.
I was thinking of the water turn on the later Mexico map.
Ugh. Got a motor.
And I might fail this one. Oh, whoa, how'd I hit the miss right there? Interesting, okay. I've never had it happen right there. What, only a 9-star red bar? Come on. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oof. This is why I don't play Reckless. There we go. Get out of my way. Ah, well.
You hit me or something?
Yeah. You were just like standing around behind me.
Oh wow, I got bounced like twice. 6-4.
Alright. There we go.
Random. Hopefully it's not Crystal Cup again.
I'm feeling in the mood for Gold Scotland.
Isn't that the one also that has a red bar skip?
I think so.
I'm not good at this one. I'm not even gonna try it because I always fail it.
Hmm.
I thought Nyan Man was gonna be coming on too.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised as well. Maybe he got camera shy.
Maybe.
Wait, wrong button! Wrong button for bar release.
Aww.
Oh, yeah, I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna run into a tree.
Right, tree runs, tree runs, tree runs. And there's supposed to be water in here, good. We never did talk about how Nintendo really screwed Monster Games over with this game, right?
Yeah, they just like never talked about it.
Yeah, Mario Kart for the Wii was coming out,
Uh-huh.
and I guess they didn't want the competition or whatever, so they just like didn't do their job as a publisher and advertise the game. So like nobody knew about it.
Yeah, like legit, like there was like that 4-page news article on Excitebots for Nintendo Power, and that's when it was on the map. And then there was the review for it like a month later, and that's all Excitebots got as far as as far as getting notified. And you want to know, like, I always tell this story as well to people as well about Nintendo Power. The reason why they gave Excitebots an 8.0, despite the fact that they thought it was a superior game to Excite Truck, was because of stiffer competition, namely Mario Kart Wii. That is
Yeah.
something they wrote down in Nintendo Power.
I don't think Nintendo Power is affiliated with Nintendo, is it?
But I'm saying, but they gave it a lower score just because there was higher competition.
It should be like rating the game itself based on its own merits, not on the merits of other games.
I know, but like that was just like, I genuinely do like a lot of Nintendo Power's like reviews, but like that one was just so bizarre for me. Like this game could easily get a 9.0 in their eyes if they could have like viewed it in a vacuum.
Yeah. I think I might get 300 base.
Oh.
So maybe 350. If I can get my tree runs. Oh, not quite.
Ah.
270. That's what I'm ending with.
222 base. Nintendo has never made a good racing game with kart in the title. Sounds like this is the average
I don't know, Double
Excitebots
Dash
fan.
was really good.
A Double Dash?
Yeah, Mario Kart Double Dash for the GameCube.
I think that game should be updated. I seriously think that game should be updated.
I know they took some of the tracks from it, but like they don't have the 2-player per kart thing.
I mean, like, that mechanic was just so unique at the time. And I think that they could have done a lot with it if they ever tried it again. I think they definitely got the horsepower to do it. And, like, have, like, you know, Mario Kart, like, Mario Kart 8 amount of stages. Mario Kart 8.
I don't know, I didn't really like Mario Kart 8. I don't know why. Even Mario Kart Wii I didn't really like. But I know that's probably heresy to most of the people on Wiimpy. So.
Yeah, like, I'll hear Mario Kart on Wii MMFI. Yeah, it is really hard to advertise this game when, like, Mario Kart Wii exists. It's it basically is the shadow of Mario Kart Wii. It can't escape it. Oh man, how did I survive that? Oof!
I can get those bowling pins.
I do consider this like the Melee, the Super Smash Brothers Melee of video games. I mean, of kart racers. Just for how unique it is. Just for how unique it is on the formula.
Yeah. And that you can still lose even if you get first place.
Yeah. Release the bar.
Yeah, I've been also searching up like old like Excitebots videos from like 2012 and before. I don't know, interesting, to say the least.
Like, what exactly you mean by interesting, though?
Well, like, I saw this one guy who played it whenever he was really little. Like, about my age whenever I started, basically. And, like, I looked at his recent videos, and, like, he's an older guy like me, and it's just so crazy to see that. Because, like, you literally go through all of his videos, and the dude's, like, literally grown into a man, you know? Like, I feel old now.
You're telling me. I was... how old was I? 2009. I was 16 when this game came out.
Jeez, I was, 9, 10.
Yeah, I was in my a college. I was doing like early college classes based on a high
Yeah, I
school
think
thing that they
Choco
did. Like they called it
is really.
PSOP. And just to get like extra college credit, you know, beforehand.
I think Choco is right though.
Hmm.
We really shouldn't compare the game to Mario Kart because it isn't trying to be Mario Kart.
Yeah, it's just like
It's trying to be
Excitebots.
like a fun, interesting twist on a racing game. More of a stunt game, really.
Really, just compare it to Melee. For how like for how like different it is to its contemporaries.
Time trial mode on Mario Kart. What's that, where you like try to get your fastest time or whatever?
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was alright. One of the nice things about the time trial mode was that you could unlock like a good amount of characters from it.
Hmm. I
And
don't know what
another
map
nice
I'm
thing
doing.
about Mario Kart Wii is that if you had Mario Galaxy save data, you could get Rosalina pretty much right off the bat.
Hmm.
Like, that was pretty much her first, like, major break, you know, from Mario Galaxy. And it's kind of surreal to think about.
This is the one with the 3 laps.
It might be.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's the one with the 3 laps.
Oh, you made me miss my jump. Unfortunate.
I know that the Beetle is my friend Ed's favorite bot.
That's a yikes.
Oh, jeez. Okay, I'll make sure Ed never hears that ever.
You're gonna mute me.
Blasphemy.
But like that's I feel sorry for him if that's what he thinks is the best, honestly.
That's his favorite, like, out of the 6 that he tried.
No, okay, fair enough. He tried 6. Yeah, Beetle's okay. Bat's better.
Oh, yeah, Bat is better.
If I would like the starting ones, Bat's the best, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you start out with Hummingbird?
No, you don't. That's one of the pre-unlockables.
I don't remember which 6 you start out with.
You start off with Frog, Beetle,
Beetle.
Grasshopper, Mouse. No, actually, I don't think Mouse. Turtle. Turtle's easily the worst.
Yeah, Turtle.
Turtle's easily one of, if not the worst. I do like I do like the way like it handles though. It just sucks at everything.
I'm getting all these jump combos.
I
Make it to the
was too.
stars. Oh yes, 15 stars right there. Oh my god, this might be the longest jump combo I've ever done.
I'm just driving on the wall.
Okay, apparently it's not the longest jump combo I've ever done.
I don't think Wi-Fi counts your records.
Oh.
That's one thing I noticed whenever I play. Like, it doesn't record your records. It might, but but I know it doesn't. Like, it might just, like,
Sorry about the bot
subconsciously,
jump.
but it won't show it if it does.
Oh shit, the boulders. The boulders! Okay, oof.
The Boulder Excitebot. Yeah, that was terrible.
Beetle, one of the Excitebots reference that went on to appear in a Smash game.
Yeah, Beetle's the only one that made it.
Did it? Was that Brawl?
No, that was, it didn't come out during Brawl.
It couldn't have been Ultimate, right?
Yeah, it was Ultimate.
Really?
Yeah, Ultimate. Like, it showed up as a spirit.
They paid Monster Games? Or... Shit, now I gotta look it up. Hold on. I wanna press ready, but... Smash... Bros. Ultimate... Wiki.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I have that one as well.
Beetle. Okay. The Beetle is an item from Super Smash Bros. And Super Smash Bros. Ultimate from the Legend of Zelda series. They don't have a disambiguation page. Excite
Not that
Bots.
beetle.
Excite Universe. Section Excitebots Trick Racing. Yeah, the Beetle. Undamaged speed up. Huh. The boulder appears as a trophy in Brawl.
Yeah, it does. And Excite Truck music shows up in Brawl. Yeah, it's just like the Excite Truck main theme.
Gotcha.
Alright,
I didn't even know that.
Platinum Fiji.
Oh shit, I don't even know who won the last game. What?
Oh, it was you. That was you that won that one.
Alright. Oh, I mean, I kind of like might have not scored that one. And what other games do you play?
As of recently, I've been trying to dabble into Steam. I want to try and play Wild Guns Reloaded with more than one person. It's really
I don't know anything about that game.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
It was originally on the Super Nintendo.
Okay.
And they made like an entire remaster in like 2017. It's like a shooter game, where you shoot into the background, as opposed to like a side scroller-esque. And it's one of those games that I really love the depth of the mechanics. Because like you get yourself a laser whip, which can stun enemies. You can like pick up dynamite in the foreground, and then you also have like melee attacks that take on like certain enemies.
So, I remember reading in the manual for Excitebots, right, that a red bar should only take 10 spins to launch off of, but every time I do it, it takes 11.
Huh.
Like, if I do it perfectly, it takes 11. I'll count them, and it'll be 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 11.
That was terrible. I also really like playing Jackbox games with my friends. If you know like the smartphone game party games,
Oh,
where
I
you
have
have to
a flip
like
phone.
type in prompts. Matter
Yeah,
of fact,
surprise, I have a flip phone.
okay.
I'm not exactly a person who likes technology in that way, you know, like, I'm a programmer and stuff, but I don't know, maybe I'm just I know too much. I don't know. I don't like my data and stuff just like being out there for everyone. I'm a pretty private guy, you know.
Yeah, I used to be a flip phone user for the longest time. I really enjoy Jackbox, just for how how really fun it is as a party game. Like they really like used smartphones for very just like very intelligently.
I feel like this game could be ported to a smartphone though, and use the gyroscope to control the game or whatever.
Oh man, that would be insane. But like, oh geez, that would be a pain to control.
Would it though? The
I mean,
accelerometer and the gyroscope, I think, would work.
Yeah, but it would. I feel like it would be just.
Oh!
Oh geez, what?
That's a bad beat right there, I think. Off by ones. Those are bad beats, I think. Bad beat.
But I feel like they would, like, I feel like more likely than not, they'd go the Mario Kart Tour route, where it's just like you're auto driving.
Oh yeah.
I think it would be too technically complicated to like fit in, you know, like all the convoluted jumping mechanics.
I think it would work. There really isn't anything like that on mobile, as far as I know, that uses like the accelerometer and the gyroscope.
I feel like you would have to put in some sort of add-on to put in buttons.
Yeah, maybe.
Like that's how I feel like a lot of games would work a lot better. Just have buttons. Oh yeah, and you have to look at the screen while you're doing spins.
Do you?
I mean, the screen, like... I mean, how else are you gonna know where to drive?
You aim before you start spinning. Because you don't... you lose basically all your turning radius whenever you start spinning, you know?
Yeah, I just feel like it would be kind of clunky just to, like, drive and also, turn your phone to drive. I feel like that would be I feel like that would be like a lot to ask out of like a casual player.
Maybe. Maybe. I don't know,
Like,
most people
not
can't
saying
do
it can't be
air spins.
done. It just might be a little bit much.
Yeah.
Like, if anything, I feel like a Punch-Out game could really work on a smartphone. The mechanics are simple enough to, like, actually implement if you just, like, dedicate some portions of the screen to the buttons. I actually, like, have a lingering idea in my head, just, like, for an actual Punch-Out game with, like, competitive strats. Like, to make it, like, an actual competitive game.
I've always wanted to make an Excitebots game, of course, not calling it Excitebots. But I don't really know Unity that well, and Java is not really a great language to program video games in.
Uh-huh.
Even though Minecraft and Wilder Myth are both programmed in Java, which is kind of funny. But 3D games, really. Yeah. Minecraft is pretty basic in terms of graphics.
I know that there's like this 2D like kart racing game that like it's basically this one giant mod, and I constantly see it, and I feel like, you know what, this could work with Excitebots. I want to see if I can find it on like Twitter or something. I
thought that was a mistake.
I constantly see this one game on Twitter. Oh, please be on lap 2. Okay, lap 2. There we go. Second place. Let's go.
I don't think I overlapped you.
I had a bad feeling that I did, though. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. You want to make this last race?
You wanna do one more, or is this the last one?
Yeah, one more.
One more? Okay.
What was the RPG you were talking about again?
Oh, Wilder Myth. I can type it out in your chat.
No, I see it. I see it.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's an interesting game.
I'll add it to my wish list. There we go. Usually I just wait for sales.
I think it is on sale.
Oh, really? Right now? It
I
says
think so.
$19.99.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
check.
20% off.
Yeah. So, I was like, it was just spammed in my Discord, my development Discord, from their announcements. I was like, I know I gotta delete that because it's useless for me, but you know.
So it's just it's just a game you know about, or you actually?
I've played it. I have it. It's
Okay.
actually I'm on the I think 5th campaign, and it's really hard. I haven't beaten it.
Oh.
Well, the 5th campaign's really hard. The other ones weren't so hard. The 4th was kind of hard. Then again, I've been playing on the highest difficulty setting. But yeah, basically like in this game you have heroes and stuff, and like once you finish a campaign, the heroes get added to your legacy, and like so you can have like different campaigns, but you can still use like your characters from your other like campaigns, and it's actually an interesting mechanic, and they keep some of their equipment.
Haha. I use the boundary to
Yeah,
get more
I've been
extra
trying to
points.
make a like I said, a modding API for it, because I don't like the movement mechanics really too much. So I was gonna make my own mod to like alter the movement mechanics, but I was like, if I'm gonna do that, I might as well just make a whole API, like, so other people can make mods. Because the game has its own modding API, but it's to add like new monsters or campaigns or whatever. It doesn't really allow you to alter the core gameplay mechanics. Like, you can't add new things to the HUD or whatever. So, I mean, I think you can make new items, but I haven't really delved into their modding API because I decided it was,
Inadequate.
yeah, inadequate. That's the great word. So. I just hope they don't get mad at me. You know how some developers can be.
Yeah, especially like WMF5 just like a couple months ago.
Well, from what I can gather, they didn't want, you know, to like kick everybody who was using automated tools off, but they had to. And they just really couldn't find a way to make Cloudflare work without doing some major like rewrites on their back end. So.
Aw, man, I could have sworn I could get a jump off of that. Alright, I got a motor.
Oh wait, did I select Bronze Cup Egypt or was this random?
Might have been random.
Gotcha. I was like, I've been trying to play this one for a bit and I just like totally forgot. Oh, you have teeth coming your way, just so you know. Alright. I'm gonna wait at the finish when I get there.
Alright.
So you don't have to worry about, you know, rushing or anything. Oh man, these jump combos. It's getting hot in here.
Wow, I just missed the red bar. How did I do that?
You know, if you speedrun Excitebots, if you ever decide to, if you're doing a full game run, skipping the flag at the end is faster than getting it.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Because at the end, if you hit the flag, you get stuck into a 5-second animation where you wave the flag around after you cross. And if you miss it, then it immediately shows you your score.
Okay.
I saw you sneaking up behind me real fast.
All right. I think that'll be the last game.
Last one. Yeah.
I mean, unless you want to play like Among Us with the Fanfickle group or try out
I've never played Among
Jackbox.
Us.
Let me just check real quick if I have anything else of interest.
I mean, I don't have much. I've got Stellaris. And
I'm not familiar with Stellaris.
it's an okay game. It's kind of like a game I play to pass the time. It's a how do I explain it? It's like it's a top-down space like RTS. But you don't control. Well, I mean, you do control units, but like it's not solely a unit RTS game. You have to. It's hard to explain really. There's like empires and stuff. And basically the goal is to like win the game, obviously by controlling like the most. Not. You can have a small empire and still win, but most of the time you're gonna have a large empire. It's an okay game. It's kind of a niche game. Very grindy, kinda, and also really unfair at times. Because you can be in the early game and then like you get a I forgot what they're called. I'm just gonna call them a lost empire or whatever, and they'll be like 30 times your power and crush you immediately, and then you have to restart.
Yeah.
So.
One game that I want to really get into is Advance Wars.
Advanced Wars.
It's intelligence systems for Nintendo. You might have heard about the reboot camp from the last E3 that they had. And there's actually like an online server just dedicated to just playing Advance Wars online. One of these days I'll actually get into it, but as for right now, especially since they delayed the game, I'm probably not going to touch it for like quite a little bit. I want to focus more on Excitebots. And just get a couple other things out of the way that I want to do. I can't think of any like multiplayer games to play at the moment.
Like, I don't own very many games on my computer. Even though I have a really powerful gaming PC, I don't play many games, which is unfortunate.
Okay. No, that's fine. I think we'll end it off right here then.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fun racing with ya.
Yeah, thanks for the races, man.
Alright. It's time for me to get going, everybody. Alright. Bye-bye.